Hey, welcome back. All right, so now the user needs to know that they've been invited to a particular group, right? So we will use another page here and we're going to call it invited so that anybody who was invited to that group will see just that one name of theirs there, if indeed it's true that they've been invited, and then they can either accept or decline. Okay. So let's create that page. Now that page will look kind of like invite. So we're just going to copy that. So we go to invite.php, or not this one, but this one, group. Where is this? Group content invite. This is the one right here. Copy everything. And then let's create a new file. Right click, a new file, paste, save, invited, so we put a D at the end, save. Okay, so for the invited, it doesn't matter whether you're part of the group or not. So let's remove that bottom if statement and else, and also remove this one. You don't need to be a member to be able to see this. So instead of get invites, we will say get invited. And then the only thing that we need to know is the group user ID, the ID of the group. That's it. So remove all that. It's all useless. And then here get, we don't even need a loop here because we're going to be returning one item, but let's leave it there for future proofing. So let me edit that part. Invited. I think we'll leave it at that. Invites. So here we'll change this to user invited. Then here we'll check, say you were not invited to this group, or no, something less rude, no invitations were found. Okay, that is less segregative. So yeah, I think that should do it. Now this user invited, the user should be able to accept or decline the invitation. So we'll copy something that we already have, which is user group member. Where is this? No, there was one where this was the request, I think. Decline and accept. Yeah, that's the one right there. So user group request decline, user group request accept. Actually, this same one will work fine. It's just that now the user is accepting or declining on their own behalf. So wait a minute, I think we can reuse this. Okay, so it's user group request. So let's go back to group content invite, and here we'll use the user group request. So user group underscore request, because I just don't want to create one more of these, because this one has exactly what we want, is accept and decline, which is good enough. Okay, so no follow. Wait a minute, this is the wrong place. Sorry about that. Let me copy this. Undo. I'm supposed to go to user group. Where is this? Wait a minute. Yeah, no, it's invited. That's the one. User group request. That's the one. So now we need to be able to display invited here. Get invited. Okay, so let me rename this one again. So I'll say let's go to where it says invited, right click, let's see, invite, invited. Okay, so I named it terribly, so rename this. So I need to follow that group thing here, group content invited. That's the one. So group underscore content underscore invited. So that should be the file name for invited.php. All right, good. That way we can put it on the front here of the page. And then now what I need to do is go to group.php, not the one in class, in the classes, and then add that to the bottom list. Okay, so let me come down here. I don't want to add it here. No, there shouldn't be a link to it. The link should come from the notification. The only thing I need to do is include it on one of these. So I'm going to duplicate one of these, whichever one it is, doesn't really matter. Duplicate. And then if I put D at the end, so it becomes invited, I can do the same to this one as well, invited. So if I refresh now, this is in the URL, I can just put D at the very end, then it changes to invited, and then there we go. Now we get this error. So call to undefined method group get invited. Okay, so that's understood because we don't have that function. So get content invited, we added this function here. So we just need to create that function, which takes in just the group ID there, and then we can check if there are any invites, which we will do here. If we check the group ID and whether it's disabled, then we can check if our user ID actually exists there, then we'll know we were invited. Okay, so we'll do that in the next video.